watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio, and now streaming at KPVM.TV and on Roku. I'm Maria Centers on this Friday evening, March 15th. Bain Lobato appears in Justice Court earlier this week on March 13th, where he waives his rights for a preliminary hearing. RJ Camacho has the details.
Bain Lobato, who was involved in a crash on February 23rd that resulted in the death of a 5-month-old baby named Benny, appeared in court on March 13th for a preliminary hearing. Lobato has been accused of driving impaired and over the speed limit, which officers state resulted in the crash. On February 23rd, he was arrested on charges of reckless driving, DUI resulting in death, and driving 11 to 20 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. On March 13th, it was stated by Bain's attorney that Bain had conditionally waived his right to a preliminary hearing.
Do you understand that you're waiving your right to a preliminary hearing and that at no time will this case number 24-CR-00526, be heard in Justice Court after the execution of this waiver to the District Court?
And yes. Your Honor, we are doing a conditional waiver today, so there's a chance that it may come back. We can approach if we need to, but it is a conditional waiver.
So you do understand that actually this case could be heard?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand all of the negotiations on why you're waiving them?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You may have a seat. Madam Clerk, can you give him a date?
The conditions for waiving this right were not specified, and he has been scheduled to reappear in court on April 19th at 9 a.m.
U.S. senatorial candidate Stephanie Phillips just got back from the border. I had the exclusive opportunity to talk to the proud patriot. Now let's see what Stephanie has to say in part 2 of our special coverage.
Anybody can just walk through. And I ran into a bunch of illegals that had just walked over that morning, and they are being flown into Mexico, and then they're dropped off by bus right near the border. They walk through, they know where the camps are. There's camps set up where there's food, water, they know exactly where to go. They know where the breaks are in the wall, and then they wait for Border Patrol to come pick them up. And then they take them to other camps, and then they are shipped all over the country.
The U.S. Senate candidate's full border experience can be found on her campaign's social media platforms.
I have an entire career of serving people. That's what I do. I'm good at it. So I will serve Nevada. I will serve for the right reasons. I will represent people. I will defend them. I will protect them. And everything that I do, it's not going to be for me. It's going to be for our kids, for the people in Nevada and the people in this country. And we're going to save our country. We are going to preserve our liberties and freedoms. And the way we do that is elect freedom fighters, patriots, political outsiders like myself.
Stephanie Phillips' U.S. senatorial campaign has been in full force since its inception.
A lot of things don't get done in Washington because nobody follows through. Nobody actually sees this stuff to the finish line. And we're here to serve the American people. We are public servants. We're not there to line our pockets, to get rich. And unfortunately, a lot of the people in Washington, that's what they do. They forget about us back.
Additional information about U.S. Senate candidate Stephanie Phillips and her goals in Washington, D.C. can be found at phillipsfornevada.com. 3 officers with the Las Vegas Metro Police Department received the Heroism Award for saving the life of a woman who was unable to escape an apartment fire.
3 officers with the LVMPD received the Honor of Heroism Awards after saving a woman from an apartment fire. The Citizen Heroism Award was given by the Clark County Fire Department to officers Marcellini, Manzanetto, and Silva from the LVMPD's South Central Area Command due to their efforts. Body cam footage was released by the LVMPD to show their actions that day.
Get ahí, stay right there! Stay right there! Don't move! No, don't move! Hold on! Get me up there! Get me up there! Get me up there!
The incident occurred back in December when the officers were just finishing their shift. During the end of their shift, they saw black smoke rising from an area nearby and raced to the location. The area near Reno and Tamaras, the officers reported seeing flames shooting out from the second-floor apartment. As shown by the body cam footage, they saw an older woman just feet away from the raging flames, trapped on the second floor with no way down. Officers grabbed a nearby dumpster and pushed it over to the woman, climbed the dumpster, and then helped the woman down to safety, all while small explosions and breaking glass could be heard from the heat.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're fine. North 22, we got her off the balcony.
I'm so sorry.
Here.
She then received medical attention and the officers were unharmed in this incident.
Oh, thank you.
¿Estás bien?
I'm fine, thank you.
Don't change that channel. We'll be right back just on the other side of the break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Tower Pizza, voted best pizza in Pahrump 2023. Give them a call at 775-537-2211, 775-537-2211, or visit the website www.towerpizzanv.com.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Chris Palermo of News 25 caught up with Dan Blackstone at the Lincoln Day dinner. Dan is currently running for Nye County Commissioner, District 2.
So tell us, what's on the minds of voters? We need to be safe. We want a little bit more money in our pocketbooks. How are you going to help them out?
And we need our roads fixed.
Tell us how you're going to go about doing that.
I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that until I get involved in the road department and find out what's wrong. Why are they not getting fixed? I don't know. But we can fix them.
When you're out in the streets and you're talking to the good folks of the county, what are they telling you? What are they concerned about?
Mainly the roads, honestly. They are. And I keep dodging potholes. And I look like, if I get stopped, I'd look like a drunk driver. And, you know, with my balance, I couldn't pass a sobriety test. So that would be kind of funny. So, no, roads are number one. Biggest thing, number one.
Let's talk about what's happening at the state level, even in the general election, who you support, and what are some of the ideologies that you're very much interested in, everything from the governor of the state to, let's say, Donald Trump, if you support Donald Trump.
Oh, I support Donald Trump. There's no question at all. I mean, he's a businessman. I'm a businessman. He's not a politician. I'm not a politician. I have never run for a public office, never had a desire to. But here I am.
But this is why people run for politics, because you're one of us, right? That would work in your advantage.
Well, I am. I got asked last year if I would run for commissioner. I said no, and I repeatedly said no. And then I went home and I thought about it, I prayed about it, and here we are.
Dan Blackstone, you're running for?
County Commissioner, District 2.
And tell us, how can folks learn more about you online?
Go to my website, which is electdanblackstone.com.
Thanks so much, Dan, for joining us on News 25.
Thank you, Neil.
Now let's check in with Mikey with your look at sports at our sports desk.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at www.kpvm.tv and now on Roku. Golden Knights in Calgary last night taking on the Flames. They lost 4-1. Next up for the Golden Knights, they welcome the New Jersey Devils
this Sunday.
San Diego State Aztecs topped UNLV 74-71 in the quarterfinals of the Mountain West Conference Tournament on Thursday. San Diego State advances to Friday's semifinals. The Las Vegas Raiders have made it official, announcing the signings of free agents Christian Wilkins, Gardner Minshew, and Harrison Bryant. Pro Valley Trojans superstar, two-time Nevada State wrestling champion Brennan Benedict talks about the key to all of his successes.
It's really just concentration, getting your mind in the right state, focusing, thinking ahead, kind of predicting what's going to happen. I think of situations that might happen, or when I'm in a situation, I think of multiple to get out.
And want to send a speedy recovery to our coworker Anthony. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Please stick with us. More news is next.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Thank you so much for joining us here at News 25. Earlier today, The Source presented a check to Sleep in Heavenly Peace as part of their roundup funds for their customers. The Source supports local nonprofit organizations within our community.
Hi, I'm Christina with The Source, Pahrump. We're happy to announce that we raised $3,576.74 for the Sleep in Heavenly Peace nonprofit organization here in Pahrump, Nevada.
On behalf of Sleep in Heavenly Peace, Nevada Nye County Chapter, we thank The Source for partnering with us and providing the kids in our community with beds that they'll be able to sleep on, get a good night's sleep, and do better in school. And so thank you very much to The Source and all the customers who helped us out.
Of course. I'm really excited that The Source has decided to do this again with us this year. They did it last year, and it really does. We feel really blessed that they're having this roundup, and this money's going to go towards buying more wood and things for the beds to be built. So I thank them very much. This is really exciting to receive this kind of money. Thank you.
We would like to present The Source with a certificate. So thank you very much from all of us at Sleep in Heavenly Peace. And we have a little bed also for you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it greatly. So every purchase you make at The Source, we asked if you'd like to round your change up, and that change goes directly to any nonprofit organization that we're dealing with for that month. We love doing local organizations, and we're open to taking, applications. You can definitely come and talk to us at The Source if you have a nonprofit. We love to keep it local. You can also donate by just adding money to your purchase as well, or you can just round your change up, but anything helps all of these nonprofit organizations. We have already worked with several nonprofit organizations here in Pahrump, such as PAWS, PDOP, Search Squad of Pahrump. So if you know anybody who has a nonprofit organization, definitely come and speak to one of the managers here at The Source. We're open to helping the community that we're in.
Now let's check in with Mikey once again to tell us what's cooking on Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning.
Howdy. On the menu this Sunday morning on Classic Country Breakfast. Born on March 11th, Jimmy Fortune from the Statler Brothers. Born on March 17th, Dick Curlis, country music singer, a pioneer of the trucking music genre, and commonly known as the Baron of Country Music. We'll pay tribute to him. In the Not an Oldie But a Goodie segment, we'll hear the new song by Theo Lawrence titled Penny's Chair. And my special guest, John McEwen from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, calls the show to talk about his Grammy Award, his new spoken word album called The Newsman, which drops April 12th, and he talks about teaching Steve Martin how to play the banjo.
We were working in the magic shop in Disneyland at 16 years old. We both got the same job we were trying for, and we did that for 3 years, and it wasn't for about a year and a half that the music came along, the banjo. We started picking. I was able to learn more than him, and hanging out. We went to high school together. I was a nerd, and he was the class clown.
This Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio and streaming at www.kpvm.tv, channel 25.8.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Now taking a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam, it's cloudy skies. Mikey Ruhan tells us what's in store for the week, coming up next.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm Mike Ruhan from the Channel 25 Weather Studios, streaming at www.kpvm.tv, and now on Roku. Check out the weather map. Fernley and Fallon tied at 59, Carson City 54, Tonopah 47, Goldfield, more like Coldfield, 45 degrees, Beatty saw 55 degrees, Amargosa 59, 53 in Las Vegas, and out in Death Valley, a little cold, 68 degrees, but here in the paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature is 52 degrees. We had mostly cloudy skies with a high of 55 today. Winds not too bad out of the south at 7 miles per hour. Humidity 58%. Sun rose this morning at 6:53. Look for it to go away at 6:52 p.m. Cloudy skies tonight. We go down to a low of 42 degrees. Humidity all the way up to 75%. Smells like clouds, doesn't it? It is clouds. Got a 49% chance of rain tomorrow. Sunday, partly cloudy, 68. But that looks like it's the last of the 60s. Look at that. Monday, 72. 71 on Tuesday, 74 on Wednesday. The 70s are here. Let's celebrate. Back to the desk.
That wraps up this edition of News 25. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Maria Centers. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday night.